Ever feel like you're just a mass-produced object? Like you're stuck in a cramped box, waiting for someone to pick you? Or worse, feeling like you're too small to ever make a real impact? Picture this. Before a batch of pencils is boxed up and sent to office supply stores or tossed into the bottom of a first grader's backpack, legend has it that the old pencil maker pulled one aside. He didn't just throw it in the box, he picked it up, looking at it with the pride of a father watching his kid head off to college, and said, "Listen, kid, before I send you out into the world, there are 5 things you absolutely have to remember. Forget them, and you're just a useless stick of wood. But remember them, and you'll become the greatest pencil you can be." The pencil, still smelling of fresh cedar and never once sharpened, listened intently. And this is the conversation that changed its destiny, and it might just change yours too. The maker said, "First, you will do great things. You'll draw masterpieces, write symphonies, and sketch skyscrapers. But you can only do that if you allow yourself to be held in someone else's hand." Sounds a bit like losing your freedom, right? We're always told to be independent and self-made, but the pencil realized a funny truth. If it just sits there on the desk by itself, it's nothing more than a dry twig. It needs guidance. In life, that hand might be a mentor, a friend, a great book, or even a higher power you believe in. We like to think we're superheroes who can do it all alone, but even Batman needs Alfred. Don't be afraid to let someone guide you. If you have an Alfred or a great mentor in your life, pause this video for 2 seconds and send them a thank you text right now. Don't wait for their birthday. Do it now. The maker's voice dropped lower. "Second, son, you're going to go through a painful process called sharpening. There will be times when it feels like your skin is being sliced away and your head is spinning in a cold, metal machine." The pencil shuddered. That sounds more like a horror movie than advice. "But," the maker smiled, "without that pain, you'll always be a dull, trapped piece of wood. You need to be sharpened to become useful." Let's be real. No one likes hard times. When your boss yells at you, when a project fails, or when you get dumped, it feels exactly like being shoved into a pencil sharpener. It spins you around and takes chunks out of you. You feel like you're getting smaller. But look back at the times you grew the most. Was it when you were lounging on the sofa eating popcorn? No. It was when you were being sharpened. It was the all-nighters, the moments you faced your fears, the times you had to change. Brilliance and character don't come from comfort, they come from friction. By the way, if this story is sharpening your mindset even a little, hit that like button. It doesn't hurt like a sharpener, I promise. The maker looked at the end of the pencil and said, "Third, I'm giving you a superpower most people overlook, the eraser. You have the ability to fix your mistakes." The pencil breathed a sigh of relief. "So, I'm allowed to mess up?" "Not just allowed," the maker replied, "but fixing mistakes is part of the journey to finding the truth. Never be ashamed of your eraser. Deleting a bad stroke isn't failure, it's clearing the path for a better, more beautiful one." We live in a world obsessed with Instagram perfection. Everyone wants to draw a straight line on the first try. But the reality? Life is a giant rough draft. Wrote the wrong word? Erase it. Picked the wrong major? Erase it and pivot. Hurt someone? Apologize and fix it. An eraser isn't a sign of weakness, it's a symbol of fairness and hope. As long as there's lead in the pencil and an eraser on top, you always have a chance to start over. Look down at your keyboard. Is your backspace key a little worn out? If it is, congrats, you're brave enough to fix your mistakes. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever had to correct a major life mistake. The maker tapped the pencil's shiny yellow painted body. You look sharp in this coat of wood. But remember this fourth lesson. The most important part of you isn't the wood on the outside. It's the graphite on the inside. Here's the big twist. How much time and money do we spend painting the wood? Designer clothes, fancy cars, filtered photos. But when you write on paper, does the wood leave a mark? No. Only the core creates the legacy. Your core values, your compassion, honesty, knowledge, and soul, that's what writes your life story. When life puts the pressure on, like when you press a pencil hard against paper, the wood might crack and the paint might peel. But if your core is strong, you won't crumble. You'll keep writing. Don't be a pencil with a beautiful shell and a hollow core. Feed your graphite every day. Finally, the maker placed the pencil in the box, his eyes serious but full of love. And the last thing, the most important of all, no matter where you go, no matter what surface you're used on, whether it's soft silk or a rough tabletop, you must leave your mark. You must keep writing, regardless of the circumstances. Never stop until you're just a tiny nub that can't be held anymore. That is life's ultimate command. You weren't born to just take up space and consume oxygen. You were born to leave a trace. That mark could be a well-raised child, a community project, a smile you gave a stranger, or an inspiring video like this one. There will be days when the surface of life is rough and hard to write on. Days when you feel worn down. But remember the maker's words. A pencil's job is to write. Your job is to live and give. Don't take your best work to the grave. Write it out. Draw it out. Use up every last bit of that precious graphite for the world to see. The pencil understood. It promised to remember those 5 lessons and stepped into the box, its heart full of purpose. Now, replace that pencil with you. You are in the hands of a creator, the universe, or life, whatever you choose to call it. You will face painful sharpeners. Don't be afraid. They are making you better. You have the right to fail and the power to fix it. Your value is on the inside, not the label on the outside. And most importantly, leave your mark. The story of a pencil seems simple, but sometimes the deepest truths hide in the most ordinary things. Next time you pick one up, don't just see a tool. See a tiny teacher whispering to you about how to live a brilliant life. Don't stay in the box. Get out there and start writing your story.